I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still.
This is Sarah Boone. To her neighbors in Winter Park, Florida, she was just another 42-year-old woman living a quiet life in a condo with her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr. But on the morning of February 24th, 2020, Sarah made a call that would change her life forever.
911, what is the location of your emergency? 4748 France Court, apartment.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
It was just before noon when police were dispatched to a domestic call at her home. Sarah's voice on the line was calm, almost too calm. She told dispatchers that her boyfriend wasn't breathing, that she had woken up to find him dead.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in a suitcase and we were playing. And like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase.
Within minutes, Orange County deputies arrived on scene. What they found inside that condo would leave them completely speechless. Lying on the living room floor was a large blue suitcase, partially unzipped. And inside was Jorge, lifeless, twisted in an impossible position. He hadn't died peacefully. The suitcase was zipped tight enough to leave marks on the fabric. His fingernails showed signs of scratching from the inside. Officers noticed empty wine bottles scattered around the room, and Sarah standing nearby, crying, but strangely detached.
You can't go back inside. What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend?
Yes, for like 3.5 years.
What happened?
He and we drank last night. We had a.
Can you pass this to the around to the FD guys? Stop. They need to sign that for sure.
They're with me, so they're not.
Oh, they're not leaving? Okay.
I think I'll walk around.
No. Each of them has to. So this might be a real scene. So each of them has to put their name.
Normally
in
I just put everybody.
Yeah, you calling Rich working?
What's going on?
So
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, taking stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay. Fine.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he lives here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys. I tried giving him CPR. The problem is I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning, when I found him.
Before you called?
Yes.
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband? Or your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where does he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing, and who zipped him up?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
I fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or what.
What kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None
You
that I
didn't take
know
any
of.
medicine?
No.
No medicine.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay.
So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like, I don't know what happened.
So how long were you doing CPR on him prior to you calling 911? You tried that all morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called him while I was
What
doing
time
CPR.
did you start? Probably, give me a rough ballpark. Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am so cotton out right now.
Ma'am, and you can't talk to him until we get done with this, okay?
Just don't leave, okay, Brian?
Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll get Lucas eventually.
I know.
Do me a favor. Stand over there by that car. Give me 1 second.
At first, Sarah told officers it was a tragic accident. She claimed the two had been drinking heavily the night before, playing a game of hide and seek. Jorge, she said, had climbed into the suitcase voluntarily. She zipped him up, then went upstairs to bed. By the time she woke up, he was dead.
12:49 which is when she told me what was going on and if I'd come over here. So I came over.
She called at 12:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 12:49.
12:49.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. I walked back out the house because I didn't really want to
Who
be
called?
there.
Did you call or did she call?
Well, I called. She called me back when I was on my way to make sure I was coming over. But I called her
Give me 1
initially.
second, okay?
And then decided to play hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
So he
What
gets,
time was that? Do you remember?
I mean, I know that I was in bed probably by like what, 12:30?
Okay.
Well, I went upstairs at least, and I fell asleep,
Okay.
forgetting that he was
So
in
you
the
guys
suitcase.
were playing the hide and go seek.
Yes.
And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right
You
where
got
it
in
is.
it. Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there?
Yes.
Thought he would be funny, a little joke?
It was. We both were laughing about it.
Okay.
And then I fell asleep.
Where did you fall asleep at?
Upstairs.
In your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Totally forgetting that he was in the suitcase still.
Okay. And then you came back downstairs?
This morning? Or this afternoon, yes, when I got
ballpark,
up.
what time?
12:30-ish. I was awake, but I totally forgot that he was in the suitcase. He can tell you there's a lot of things that we have been going through. Jobs.
Yeah, he did tell me.
Life, all that good stuff. So I just totally forgot.
So you began to do CPR on him?
Yes.
But when detectives recovered Sarah's phone, they found something chilling. 2 videos recorded that night. In the first, the camera is pointed at the suitcase. From inside, Jorge can be heard screaming.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you ching on me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Fucking breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
Suddenly, this wasn't looking like an accident. Sarah was escorted into the Orange County Sheriff's Office interrogation room. The air inside was heavy, cold, almost clinical. White walls, a single table bolted to the floor, 2 steel chairs, and a camera fixed to the corner of the ceiling, its red light silently blinking. Sarah sat down slowly. Her hair was slightly disheveled, her face pale, her lips pressed tight. At first glance, she seemed calm, maybe even detached, but her eyes betrayed her. They darted around the room, never staying in one place for long.
So, this morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he has. So, so he's got scratch marks to his back.
I know what that's from.
Okay. And it's called a contusion. Do you know what a contusion is? So like basically you're getting hit and then you get a mark from it. You'll get bruising. Like someone hit you or something like that. It's called a contusion. So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his lip. We could see his mouth was a little
I haven't laid a
swollen.
hand on him.
Okay.
He fell off my son's bike.
Okay.
So I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall or the hall tree. So
Okay. What about the scratches? Because there's also sex?
Yes.
Okay, because there's also like a scratch on like the back of his neck, like kind of like going, but it's like going straight across.
I have no idea what that's from.
And they're all recent, like they occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, you know, the night leading up to when he was.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it. We had a good time sitting on the back porch, having wine and smoking a couple of cigarettes, and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play, and listen to music. That's why nobody got out of sorts. This is what's mind-blowing to me. Like, I have no clue. Nobody laid a hand on anybody.
He also had, like on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising on like his head and skull.
I have no idea.
As if something hit him.
I
considered
not
force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
Then how would you get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know.
Sarah's voice was quiet, steady. She repeated the same explanation. It was just a game. They had been drinking, and she went to bed thinking Jorge would get himself out of the suitcase. But as the minutes passed, the detectives leaned forward. Their questions became sharper. Then came the moment everything changed. One of the investigators slid a laptop across the table, opened it, and pressed play. The room filled with the sound of Jorge's voice, terrified, gasping, begging. His words echoed off the walls. Sarah flinched, her arms uncrossing as she shifted uncomfortably in her seat. The detective stayed silent, letting the evidence speak. Her laughter, mocking, cruel, filled the room.
Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take. It's that long?
2 minutes.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
That's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. Sarah.
I don't want to watch it, please. Okay.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had 2 fingers hanging out.
I flipped him over.
Sarah, I can't believe it.
I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's 2 different videos and a still picture where, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying fuck you.
So this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
it was flipped up.
Right. It was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image, it's upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't, how did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep.
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
But not intentional. Hand on the Bible. It was not intentional. I would not do that to him nor anyone else.
But you did.
Not intentional.
You intentionally went up to bed.
I didn't intentionally go to bed because I'm thinking, okay, good, he can get out.
How did you not intentionally go to bed? You said you went upstairs and got into bed. That's intentionally going to bed.
Waiting for him. I'm blaming it on the wine.
Blaming it on the wine? You were very adamant about the fact that both of you had your WhatsApp. What's your favorite word to use?
Compass mentis.
You've used it today too, to say that you guys are within your wits. There's two empty bottles of wine.
No, but we didn't drink both of them.
I think you did.
So I don't know what you guys are. I don't know.
We were just hoping that we could figure out why you.
What was the motivation?
There was no motivation.
Wow.
But we're watching a video that, after talking to you, everything was laughing and fun. Now we're watching a video where it's not laughing and fun. He's begging for his life, and you are in a very angry voice telling him to fuck off.
No.
Yes, that's absolutely what it was. It's not an assumption. The video's there. We played it for you.
From that moment, this was no longer treated as an accident. This was murder. Sarah Boone was placed under arrest and charged with second-degree murder. But the story didn't end there. The case dragged on for nearly 4 years, a legal roller coaster full of delays, motions, and drama. Sarah switched attorneys 8 different times, arguing with judges, filing complaints, even attempting to represent herself. At one point, prosecutors offered her a plea deal. Plead guilty to manslaughter, serve just 15 years. Sarah refused. She continued to claim she never meant to kill Jorge, that she was a victim of domestic abuse and this was a tragic accident. But the prosecutors were patient. When the trial finally began, the courtroom was packed. Reporters, true crime followers, and Jorge's grieving family sat shoulder to shoulder. The prosecution laid everything out step by step. They showed the suitcase, the crime scene photos, the timeline of that night. They explained how Sarah zipped the suitcase completely shut, left it in the middle of the living room, and went upstairs to bed, leaving Jorge trapped for hours. Then came the moment that silenced the entire courtroom. They told the jury, this wasn't a game. This wasn't an accident. This was hours of conscious decision-making, hours where she could have unzipped that suitcase and saved him. But she didn't. It took the jury less than 2 hours to reach a verdict. On October 25, 2024, Sarah Boone was found guilty of second-degree murder. 2 months later, on December 2, 2024, Sarah returned to court for sentencing. When Judge Michael Kranick delivered the sentence, life in prison without the possibility of parole, the room was completely silent.
The court has had the opportunity to review the evidence and testimony that was presented at trial, the victim impact statements presented here today, the statements of character witnesses, both orally and in writing, Dr. Harper's report and testimony, the defendant's testimony, pre-sentencing investigation, the arguments of the state and the arguments of the defense. Court pronounces sentence as follows. Ms. Boone, court sentences you to life in the Department of Corrections, with credit time served that Madam Clerk will provide to you momentarily.
Sarah stood motionless, her hands clasped in front of her. She read a short, prepared statement apologizing to Jorge's family and insisting once again that she never intended for him to die.
God is, has been, and will always be my artisan. All of my gold is forgiveness. This has held me together, made me shine brighter, and overcome the damage caused by Jorge Torres, the Torres family, the justice system, Orange County Corrections Department, social media, scoundrel detectives, infamy, defamation, ongoing constitutional rights violations, second-degree murder, forced into being pro se. Just as gold is very precious, forgiveness is invaluable. I forgive George for beating me senseless, for trying to sleep because I had to go to work or my son's field trip the next day, for ruining my deceased family's heirlooms, traditions, and keepsakes, my son's furniture, for threatening to make me unrecognizable to my son by breaking all of the bones in my face, like his brother Moses did to him after he kept seeing all of the bruises from George beating me, like all of the times their father beat their mother, for me experiencing ever being arrested and after today, prison. I forgive George for lying, for him trying in so many ways, so many times, to end me with his terrifying love. I also forgive the Torres family, his mother and father foremost, also his 2 ex-wives and daughters, all for knowing who George was capable of and has done in the past, his history of violence and where he learned it, then to keep turning a blind eye when I would ask for help. I hope they all ask themselves while quiet and comfortable in bed at night the uneasy question, what could I have done to stop this from happening to both of them? And after all the time Sarah tried to by asking for help from all of us and so many times. Another great contributor of my gold is social media, with its greed, insensitivity, deception, obvious exploitation, and advantageous gain from my criminal case as a whole, and for sentencing me by anticipation as a result of ignorance and hate, conjured and fabricated by the organized crime that is social media, which condemned me in the court of global public opinion since the beginning.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching the video.